Alright, let's dive into the Eagles 2026 roster drama. Wait, before you roll your eyes at another training camp breakdown video, hear me out. This isn't just a list of names and positions. We're dissecting the real storylines here, the ones that'll decide if Philly's chasing a Super Bowl or another early playoff exit. Buckle up. Let's start with the obvious. Jalen Hurts is the king of the castle. But here's what fascinates me, Tannum Key being labeled a lock feels off? The Eagles drafted him, sure, but they're open to trading him after just one preseason game? That reeks of a team hedging its bets. Personally, I think Philly's brass is spooked by Hurts' injury history. They want insurance, but not at the cost of a day-one pick. Mkey's value is plummeting if they're lowering the asking price already. What does that say about their confidence in his development? Or is this just smart negotiation? Now, Darius Cooper jumping from the bubble to a lock? That's the kind of move that makes me question the entire WR room. Look, Devonta Smith is a no-brainer, but the rest? Marquise Brown, a $5 million signing, is suddenly on the chopping block. Don't get me wrong, Brown's got pedigree, but if they're keeping 5 receivers, Cooper's physicality and route running this camp might have won them over. What's the bigger trend here? Teams value versatility now. Cooper's a YAC monster in a scheme that prioritizes quick throws. Brown's a fading star clinging to a role he might not fit anymore. Let's talk defense. Byron Young and Michael Carter getting promoted? Not shocking, but it reveals Vic Fangio's obsession with depth. Fangio's a chess master, he wants bodies who can play multiple roles. Carter's at 6th DB who can slide to slot or safety. That's not just a roster tweak, it's a philosophy. The Eagles aren't building a defense, they're building a Swiss Army knife. And Young as the 4th IDL? That tells me they're prioritizing explosiveness over raw power. Is that a recipe for playoff success, or a disaster against power-run teams like the 49ers? Now, the bubble players. Will Shipley dropping? That's brutal but fair. The Eagles bet on Tank Bigsby for a reason. Shipley's had 2 years to seize the role and crickets. Meanwhile, Dameon Pierce is outplaying him. That's the ultimate prove-it contract story. But here's the twist, Philly might keep 3 RBS. Barkley's a workhorse, but at 27, they need insurance. Shipley's draft pedigree still gives him an edge, but if Pierce keeps lighting it up, this could be a cutthroat September. And let's not sleep on the undrafted safeties, Gushican and Pulley. Why? Because the Eagles' secondary has been a mash unit for years. Wisniewski's hamstring injury opens the door. These rookies aren't just fighting for a roster spot, they're fighting to redefine Philly's defensive identity. Pulley's fearlessness against the run? That's Fangio's fingerprint all over it. But can they hold up in coverage? That's the million-dollar question. Long shots? Let's be honest, this is where the Eagles find their hidden gems. Remember Nakobe Dean? Undrafted? Now look. But Andre Sam and JT Gray dropping off the bubble? Sam's a practice squad candidate now, which stings. Gray's a special teams ace but invisible otherwise? That's the harsh reality of year 2 schemes. If you're not adapting, you're gone. So, what's the takeaway? This roster isn't just about stars, it's about adaptability. The Eagles are building a team that can morph by the week, depending on matchups. But here's the risk, too many are plug-and-play guys and not enough stars. If Hurts goes down again, can this offense survive? If the defensive line falters, does the whole house of cards collapse? What do you think? Are the Eagles smarter than us for stockpiling depth, or are they overcomplicating it? Drop your takes below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We're one click away from a full-blown roster prediction video next week. See you in the comments.